All right, so welcome to my office. Meg mentioned that there's been a lot of requests to learn why we designed it this way and some of the different pieces that we added to the wall. So I wanted to walk you through this and so you can hear directly from me as to why we went this route. So over the past few years, I've gotten really into golf as a hobby. It's interesting because in my 20s, I didn't play at all, but now that I'm in my 30s, I'm obsessed with it. And so I wanted to reflect my newest hobby in my workspace. So the first thing I wanted to point out was just like my ball collection. These are some of the nicest courses and the top courses in the US that I've played to date. Kind of have it mapped out by state. So you have California, North Carolina, Maryland, Delaware, and then Florida. Looking to add a couple more of these balls this summer, hopefully. And then moving over towards this wall. This is really one thing that I wanted to add, looking at some inspiration off of Pinterest and some other offices that I've seen. I wanted to go with this whole golf vibe, but also wanted to include some other things that are important to me and also hobbies that I like to do. So, the first one I want to point out was the first golf trip that I ever went on. It was during COVID. We went down to Pinehurst, North Carolina. It was really the only resort that was open in early COVID. So we took the 6-hour drive down. We played the awesome number 2. We played number 4. We played the Cradle. We played number 3. We did a lot, and we ended up going back down a few more times in that first year to enjoy some other courses outside of Pinehurst. I became a sailor when we moved to Severna Park. So there's a sailing league every Wednesday that I'm a part of, and this flag right here is the actual sailing symbol for the letter L. Our last name's Leonard, so we wanted to add this to the wall. And then, one of my main hobbies and passions growing up was playing lacrosse. So we found this awesome old school lacrosse picture that we added. One of the trips that I went on a few years ago was out to Pebble Beach for my good friend's 40th birthday. It was an awesome experience. We played Pebble Beach, we played Del Monte, we played Spanish Bay, we played all the courses out there. We played the Hay, which is Tiger Woods' par 3 that he designed. Awesome trip. Really recommend anyone that is a golfer or just enjoys beautiful scenery to go out to Pebble Beach. It's truly amazing. We also added these 2 matchbooks, 2 great places in the Baltimore and Annapolis area. The first is Mount Washington Tavern, Baltimore spot. Played on their club lacrosse team for many years, but really just a great vibe for a beer, burger. And then Annapolis, McGarvey's. This is Meg and I's favorite restaurant to go to. We've been going down here for years, and then since we moved down to this area, we tend to hit that spot quite often. So, additionally, some other courses that I played: Old Sandwich, very nice course in the Massachusetts area; Dormy Club in North Carolina. And then you also have number 4, which is down in Pinehurst. So looking at these 2 postcards, I wanted to add 2 of my favorite places. One was Baltimore, where Meg and I met. I lived there for about 15 years, went to college there. And then I found this Pinehurst Country Club postcard from 1985 on eBay, so I wanted to add that as one of my favorite places to visit. As you can tell, we have a random picture that doesn't have anything displayed. The goal was to actually add another golf flag or something along those lines from a couple trips I'm going to in the next few weeks. And then lastly, I want to touch on a good friend of mine, musician Raylan Baxter, old teammate at Loyola. He's been very successful over the past 15 years in the music industry. So Meg and I recently saw him in concert, snagged this awesome poster, and then we found a vintage map of our neighborhood that we wanted to add. And then like the other wall, we've been collecting, and Meg actually got this for my birthday, some vintage matchbox of places and locations and restaurants that we've attended. So added that to this wall. So one thing that we wanted to add to really display some of the things that we couldn't put into frames was this little bowl that has different golf balls that I've collected, matchboxes of other places, some scorecards. We got number 2, number 4, Gasparilla Golf Club down in Florida, and then just some tees and some pencils from some courses like Old Sandwich. We got Pebble Beach, the Hay. So it's just an area to throw some stuff that I've collected that I want to show off, but also doesn't have an area on the wall for it. And so rounding out the room, we really wanted to go for a masculine look and feel for my office. So that's what we went with this dark green color paint. We also got a new manly desk that I absolutely love. Awesome leather chair that's very comfy. And then have a little sitting area over here that I actually enjoy reading. And I also didn't even talk about this awesome vintage lacrosse stick that goes and ties together with all the other vintage pieces that we have in this office. So I'm definitely excited that this all came together as it did, and I look to add more pieces to the wall as I play more golf courses and experience awesome things with Meg.